FBI has been going store to store all around Tucson with a stack of 40 photos and 40 names. They're taking these names and photos, the file, to the owners and the workers in these stores, and they're asking them, have you seen these people in your store? Not just have they bought something, have you seen them in your store? Have they made a purchase of a weapon in your store? Look, they got a really good look at a very cheap, what looks like a $10 Walmart gun holster, and it's a revolver holster, but it's an automatic weapon that's stuffed inside it. So they got a bit of a look at that, and what they're doing is the gumshoe stuff, right? This is the hard work, the shoe leather detective work, to just go and ask. Maybe someone will recognize these people. But I have got a really interesting comment that's coming up about 40. Is that actually effective, or do you actually end up making it more difficult for these store owners because you're showing them so many photos? Spencer, what do you make of this report that the FBI is going around to Tucson gun stores with 40 names and 40 photographs, asking if someone in that store has seen anybody come in or purchased a weapon there?
40 people is well outside the framing of usual suspects and goes more to shooting a fish in a barrel. 40 people is not exactly a narrow, you haven't really narrowed things down at that point. I mean, you can ask somebody if they've remembered one person, maybe two, but if you start showing 40 photos to someone, they're going to get really confused as to who's who, especially if they look even remotely similar to each other.
And that's the pragmatic effect of the actual gumshoe work. But what about just the collection of having 40 different people? Do you suspect they're all people of slight interest or more interest, or might there be some extra people thrown in there like they do in a lineup?
It could be both. I think what's most likely is Occam's razor, right? The most simple explanation is probably the most realistic. So I think they went through their files and looked through anyone who was stopped and questioned, or any suspicious behavior, or anyone who maybe was pulled over for vagrancy or shoplifting or some kind of like frivolous crimes, who matched the height, the weight, and the description of this particular individual, pulled all those photos, took them around and said, let's start fishing.